points for where he came into this race. He's taking advantage of others' mistakes.
They come with the choose rule, brought to you by Bush's Beans.
Bush's Baked Beans.
This is going to get more and more interesting as the race winds down. Perhaps not the front row. I think you're always going to see the leader kick the top. It's everyone from there on back what they decide to do. Great run right now for Bubba Wallace back there in the fourth row.
I think also as long as the HMS guys are controlling this race, top three there, the restarts won't be quite as intense as we typically might see late in this race. Now, if they get separated a little bit, that could change. But right now, you're going to have some good commitment from the guys behind you if you're on that front row.
One penalty in that pit stop sequence for lead lap cars. Ross Chastain was caught speeding. He was running 10th, so you have to start at the tail end of the longest line. Dylan.
Guys, quick tip of the cap to Kevin Harvick. He runs in that fifth spot right
One
now.
moment, I'm still
Really well
sorting myself out here.
Top five. Rodney Childers, the crew chief, said we've got to
So I'll tell you what the situation is now.
We feel like we have a shot to win. They've got to dig deep and figure out how to get a win here today, Dave.
Earlier this week, Dylan, on the Zoom call, Dylan told us, that was Chase Elliott told us that he had to be perfect with the race car around this track and its walls. You can't take away performance by damaging it. He's done that so well where others have not. 17 stage points today. You can't take that away from him, Marty.
Dave, Steve, and Jeff mentioned a moment ago, Todd Gordon noticed what they noticed as well. They have gotten 0 stage points for Ryan Blaney today, yet here they are having gained points, Rick, in a position to advance to Martinsville, somewhat comfortable above the cut line.
So many more issues.
Here we go. Restart of stage 3. We back.
Larson.
And I'll update you on the situation with the internet in a moment. Larson, Byron Elliott, Kurt Busch. Be warned, this internet likes to cut off entirely at random points, so I'm sure the stream will get interrupted again. But at least it won't lag a lot. I'm sorry for all the lag and the problems. Larson and Byron in a dead heat in turn 4. Elliott can't get clear of Kurt Busch. God damn it, for third. Byron leads that lap, and he almost gets clear of Larson, but Larson stayed just on his quarter panel. Oof. Still 2x2 up front. Whoa, Chase Elliott got really loose. Be careful there, Chase. He lost about 4 spots. Got loose once. Look at Bubba up in the top 10. Reddick, Harvick, and Kurt Busch 3 wide for third. Byron and Larson side by side for the lead. You've got to try to get this lead now. Oh, whoa, Reddick swings to the outside. 3 wide. Tyler Reddick's going to take the lead here. Tyler Reddick's going to take the lead. He's 3 wide on the outside for the lead.
3 wide as they come off in turn 2.
Harvick stays in the middle with Larson. Oh, Larson, don't cut your tire now. He tried to side draft the 8. I don't know if they touched or not. What a battle. Byron's hooking that fucking white line around the bottom, still with a nose up front, but Larson's got to run off here. Larson's going to lead this lap, and Reddick's got to run with nowhere to go. Ooh, I thought he was going to hook Larson. He just missed him. He had to tuck in behind the 5. I thought Larson was going to be a goner. Larson out front, Reddick side by side with Byron. It's like Texas last week with Byron and Reddick.
We mentioned earlier, how do non-playoff drivers race playoff drivers? Well, right now you're seeing how aggressive Tyler Reddick wants to be. He doesn't care if you're in the playoffs or not. He wants to be up front and win this race.
Harvick doing all he can to get right behind the 8 and get him right to the 5. Harvick was following Reddick on the front stretch to the bottom and trying to get him a push up to Larson. Big run off of 2 here for Reddick. Here it comes with a push from Harvick. Not big enough to get to Larson's inside yet. Larson goes middle in 3. Reddick's up against the fence. Lapping rush hour. Reddick's got it. Oh, no. Larson cuts him off with a slide job. Reddick jacks his rear tires off the ground. I think Reddick's going to get this lead. He's really fast right now. Restart violation on Chastain. That's why they just lapped him. I was wondering what happened there. Oh, we got a caution. Larson's the leader as the caution comes out. Oh, Anthony Alfredo. So I'm going to type in the chat just so you guys know the situation. Be warned, this internet will randomly cut off altogether.
rookie battle here. in
So
the Cup
hopefully we make it
Front Row
to
Motorsports.
the end.
A lot of damage on the right side of that car.
Alfredo just smacked the wall really hard.
Alfredo got in that wreck, had the fire.
I'm back on my regular internet, hardwired in, obviously, like always, but it doesn't matter. It's been cutting off randomly all week. It happened 3 times during the Monday Night Football game, and it happens more and more now as we get to the weekend. For some reason, it's gone into overdrive this weekend. Last night, my internet went off for 3 hours. So hopefully, we'll get to the end. If it cuts off, I'll start the stream up again. Hopefully, we just have no problems. I reset the hotspot to try to stream with that again, but my OBS was showing red on the signal, so I just said, fuck it, we'll take a chance on stage 3 and just use my regular internet that might cut off. I don't know what's going on with our internet here. It's Northland Cable's fault, and it needs to be fixed. And the 5 and the 8 did door each other a little bit. The left rear, a little crinkled on the 5. I don't see a tire rub. Of course, they're under caution. We'll know when they're underspeeded in the center of the corner if he's going to have a tire rub. Everybody pits really fast, too. This could open up some strategies. I won't be surprised to see a bunch of guys stay out.
Kevin Harvick is in, made up a couple
Or
spots
2
on that
tires,
restart.
whatever.
Said the car was definitely just a little bit better there when it fired off, but still just a touch too tight. Maybe just an air pressure adjustment, 4 tires and fuel for Harvick, Dave.
No problems for Chase Elliott. He'll take 2 tires and fuel. Just got a little bit free on him and lost all his momentum, he told the crew. Marty.
Boy, an interesting mix of cars coming to pit road here. Ryan Blaney among them saying the car bouncing a little bit too free for Blaney. Also William Byron going down pit road. So awfully low.
Trying to get this fucking window
Kyle Larson.
just right.
Yeah, Reddick, Larson, Byron.
54-17.
Be an interesting
Oh,
race, though.
God.
We'll be right back.
Wasn't it 54-13, though? Oh, it's a NASCAR 21 ignition commercial. Fuck that game. Won't buy it. I'm going to talk as much shit about NASCAR 21 as possible because it fucking deserves it. Way to go, Motorsports Games. You're dead on arrival with your new NASCAR series. We should have known there was a problem when there wasn't a PS5 version of the game. That should have been a dead giveaway. 2 years of development. I'd say 54-13 matters to me over 54-17 because I had the Patriots defense in fantasy today. Now that my phone is free, I can scroll Twitter and all that, should I want to, during the breaks. Yeah, still a massive ass whooping of legendary proportions. There are no words for the disappointment that is NASCAR 21. You're not kidding, dude. It's bad. It's so fucking bad. Have mercy. Have mercy. NASCAR on Peacock.
Look at the schedule
Martinsville and Phoenix both on NBC. Okay. You know, Tyler Reddick has 16 top 10s this year. Reddick has more top 10s than Brad Keselowski and Alex Bowman. Did you guys even know that? I didn't even realize Reddick had that many top 10s.
$1 hoodies because we were shooting the QR code right there for Parker Clearman, but amazing, what they're able to do. And again, that will be simulcast. Those last two races simulcast live on Peacock. So you can join us there as well as we get ready for a championship here in the 2021 season. 90 laps to go when they come back by, and let's get a few updates. We'll start with Dave.
You see the 8 car there of Tyler Reddick, the 25-year-old Californian, cannot win the championship. He's not eligible.
Wow, I didn't know that, Dave Burns.
But he's like to win a NASCAR Cup Series race. He's finished in the top 5 3 different times. And when I talked to his crew chief, Randall Burnett, about how well he runs the high line here at Kansas, he said, yeah, but we pigeonholed ourselves here in May. We couldn't do anything but the high line. So they worked on that, being able to run other lines as well. And it seems to have paid off. He's up front, Marty.
They've checked in with Cliff Daniels on the left rear damage from Kyle Larson and the 5 car.
5 car looks fine.
So
Yeah, it wasn't smoking before the yellow. It'll be fine.
So Kyle Larson promises to be aggressive. Remember, a couple of restarts ago, he spent the entire stage 2 not forgiving him.
We're here to win. Fuck them. I don't care if I'm locked in the Final Four. I want to win a race.
Not around him, Dylan. He's going to run everyone hard today.
More like ASCAR 21, am I right? ASCAR 21 insertion. Not ignition. NASCAR 21 ignition is ASCAR 2021 insertion. Because that's what it feels like to everybody that actually paid full price for that fucking game. You got something inserted in your ass. It was the dick of Motorsports game. It's not even a big dick either. They got a little dick because they can't make a fucking complete NASCAR game after 2 years of development. Get fucked. NASCAR 21 is shit. Save your money like I'm going to save mine. 28-3 Tampa. Oh no, the Bears have them right where they want them.
So the field is
Reddick, Larson, Kurt Busch, and Elliott. Reddick is the leader now.
outside. We're going to let you experience it from the perspective of the cars.
Oh boy, onboard cameras while I watch in standard definition and can't see who the blurs are in front of whoever the onboard's on. Hey Earl.
This is what we talked about at the beginning of the show, the restart.
This is part 2 of my stream today. Hopefully my internet makes it to the finish. What's with the Panthers? They fucking suck. That's what's with the Panthers. I really thought they were going to improve, but I'm not surprised that they're sitting at 3 and 4. I was not surprised they got to 3 and 0 considering who they played for most of those games, for 2 of those 3 games. But to be at 3 and 4, that's about right. Anyway, restart. Reddick, Larson, Elliott, and Kurt Busch. Big push on the bottom gets Reddick out front. Ooh, Larson kind of slowed up Chase there. Reddick wants to come up. Harvick with a big push to Elliott down the back. Very aggressive bump drafting there. I wonder why. But Elliott gets Larson out front in front of Kurt Busch, who's into second. Chase is third around the outside. He can clear down. Byron, Reddick, and Harvick are 3 wide. Byron throws a fucking Logano block on Logano. I thought they were going to go in the grass in the tri-oval. This restart went well for Larson and Elliott. Kurt Busch is in the mix now, though, in second. But for how long? Ooh, Byron to the inside of Elliott off of 4. These onboards at the bottom are cool while we're watching the broadcast, hearing the engine sounds while we're watching the battle for the lead and all that. Boy, Chase had a bad run down the front stretch here. Logano got in front of him. Harvick's to his inside. Logano clears him off of 2.
Remember Logano trying pit strategy earlier. He's worked his way up into the top 5 running in the
Logano's bounced back nicely after his strategy backfired earlier today. Larson, Kurt Busch, Byron, Logano, Harvick, and Elliott. Elliott's car's not firing off here at all, and he's not getting any draft help down the straightaway. He seems to be in the wrong line every time they come off the corner.
86 laps to go. Kyle Larson leading Kurt Busch. And the 24 of William Byron running the higher line.
Big loser in that restart. Kyle Reddick from first. He is all the way back to 11th right now.
Michael, if the stream cuts off entirely and I don't notice, please text me and say, hey, your stream is off and it went to a new video or something.
How about Kurt Busch? You're dicing it up.
Because I won't know if it's off or not because I can't look.
He is. Veteran. It's great to see him in the mix here. A champion. All the way back.
Because of my internet situation, it's going to be the longest 84 laps ever.
My memory is 2004, you're right.
You know it's bad. I'm just going to say this live on air. It's bad when decades disappear in your brain. 2004, 2014. Like, I swear, it was just the other day.
Dude, that's how I feel. Fucking 17 years ago, Kurt Busch won his championship. I was in 5th grade.
Behind the outside, does not want to follow Kyle Larson.
I was in 5th grade.
William Byron. He doesn't mind following Larson because Larson
It's almost 2 decades.
in front of him. It doesn't hurt his car as badly. Kurt's just going to go to a different lane whenever he can.
It does feel like it was months ago, not decades.
This runs so well at the top of the racetrack once again. Now looking to the inside of Kurt Busch for second.
That's going to slow Kurt down a little bit.
Byron to the inside of Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch pinches him down on the bottom. 24 gets loose.
Catches it.
He stays right
Stays on the quarter panel, though.
Busch. Side draft.
Robert wasn't even born yet.
Away from him to stop.
I watched the race that day at my mom's house.
Now Kurt's back down to the quarter panel a little bit here.
I was pretty bitter because the way junior season ended up that year. Wow, Byron got to Larson's door off of 2, and now he's going to side draft him, and now it's going to bring Kurt Busch right to him. Where's Kurt going to go? Kurt's going to go 3 wide and look for clean air. Larson in the middle. Byron on the bottom. Larson has to step out. Gets loose. Slow, even looser. Hangs on, though. Byron takes the lead. Kurt Busch has a big run down the front stretch. Byron cuts to the apron to get away from him. And now Byron's clear by a few car lengths. And Larson gets loose again underneath Kurt Busch and shoots up the track. Here comes Elliott around Larson. Elliott and Harvick go by Larson.
What a run by Harvick in the 4 up the 3rd, challenging for second.
Harvick to the outside of Kurt Busch for second. Byron's starting to drive away. 80 laps.
A little bit of a run, but it's basically just going to push Kurt down the straightaway. There's a little bit big beach ball between these two cars, a bubble in air.
I still don't understand the bubble of air. How does that even... These cars are so poorly fucking designed. If the next gen car is the same, which it probably will be, I'm going to be furious.
Big momentum and some draft down the back straightaway. So what Harvick's hoping to do is just gain a little bit every lap.
He pushes Kurt along at the end of these straightaways right here. He's going to start. Now he's starting to help this one car a little bit. He's starting to push him just a little bit. Getting closer and closer to that leader. Kurt's chopping the corner, running lower in the corner. Take the momentum off the nose of the
I don't like that we've lost our 1-2-3 stranglehold, but now they're 1-4-5. Byron, Elliott, Larson.
It wouldn't surprise me if you see Kurt go to the top here soon. It's hard for him to do that, though, because that's where Williams running. But
That quick caution with Alfredo was a huge break to Blaney and Logano and Truex because they're back in the top 10. Yeah, good racing for Kansas. Puts on okay races. It usually does. Of all the mile and a halves, it's probably the best. Charlotte with a good car is my favorite. Atlanta, before they fucked it up now, was my favorite.
That's where you're going to see him spend most of his time. And don't forget, he's got a great future ahead of him, not just the one championship back in 2004, but ahead of him is 2311 Racing and the number 45 car with Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin as owners next year. That's going to be fun. That's going to be something to see. And as you guys have already said once today, Kurt Busch makes organizations better, and he'll certainly be helping that one.
In the second spot, trying to chase down William Byron, but Byron putting together great laps. His fastest car on the racetrack that time by. I know the drivers mentioned earlier, they thought he was the fastest.
Tick these laps down so I can get out of here without having to start another stream. NASCAR nonstop. William Byron wheeling that thing. That's the class. That's the Dale Jr. playoff win. You run good in a Hendrick car, you have shitty luck in one round, get eliminated, then you win in the next round. Jr. did that 2 years in a row. Broken shifters and a fucking crash at Talladega in 2014. Then he wins Martinsville. Yay! Next year, gets fucked over at Talladega because of scoring bullshit. Should have won that race. Gets eliminated. Oh, then he wins Phoenix. So now I guess William Byron's role is to be that Hendrick guy now that gets eliminated and then wins in the next fucking round. That's how close Junior was to being a Final Four guy 2 years in a row. Barely gets eliminated and then wins races in the next round. Larson and Elliott side by side. I don't like that. Stop fighting each other. Stop fucking with each other. We got to get back in this shit somehow. It's a bad day for us to not be in the top three. Harvick's probably thrilled. Yeah, I'm running third. That's a bad day for us. Elliott holds off Larson for now. Drives away from him. The Raiders are up. Man, the Raiders, I know the Eagles suck and the Broncos suck, but it's good to see the Raiders didn't lay down and die after the John Gruden situation. Big win last week, and looks like they're on their way to another one today. It's a lot of bad football being played today. Maybe Colts-Niners will be a good game. Sorry, I won't stream it. I'm not going to stream with this internet. The Falcons have a better record than the Chiefs. Let the record show. The Falcons are 500 and the Chiefs are a losing football team. Bet you didn't see that coming.
NASCAR Drives, your live race day companion. You can follow your favorite drivers with HD in-car cameras. Visit NASCAR.com/drive, or you can download the NASCAR mobile app today. Today's aerial coverage brought to you by Geico.
You know the only cool thing in NASCAR 21? You can drive through the garage. In practice or whatever, you turn around, go down pit road, and you can actually drive into the garage, and it's like accurate as fuck too. It's fully modeled and everything. That's kind of cool, but it's not worth paying $60 for an otherwise unfinished turd.
Drivers, I can't remember a race where we had non-playoff 1, 2, and 3. Right? I mean, you normally get one.
Byron, Kurt Busch, Harvick 1, 2, 3. A non-playoff guys 1, 2, 3. Elliott in fourth. Scored a lot of stage points today.
How many race wins? How many championships? And yet here we are with the best playoff driver running fourth. Dylan.
Chevrolets, though, 4 of the top 5.
Kevin Harvick, who rides in the third spot, and we've seen him utilize that high lane a lot here in this final stage. Well, not only is that good for this 550 package, specifically these Roush shapes,
69 to go. Nice.
and really stay wound up. It's also a nice reminder for Kevin that he can get up here and run the top. They've had to work with him a lot this year, and have chosen to work with him a lot on getting him comfortable running up near the wall at some of these intermediate tracks. He'd probably prefer to be around the bottom. We've seen him had so much success there, but they've made a conscious effort this year to get Kevin comfortable leaning right up against that wall, and it's worked so far today. He's had a nice run in third, Marty.
Dylan, look who's in the free pass spot. Brad
Keselowski's in the free pass spot.
Made a number of repairs to the right side of this number 2 car. Looks good, feels good to Brad as well. He said much better on this run. In fact, top 10 lap times. Now all he needs is a caution to get that lap back. He's in the spot he needs. He gets back from the lead lap. It could be still a top 10 day for Brad Keselowski. Not out of it yet. And Steve goes to show you. You never give up, do you?
No, there's a reason these races.
Well, that's what John Cena taught me. Never give up.
You can give it up and you can gain it if you've had an issue early. So 67 laps to go. Everybody on the racetrack has to come to pit road one more time. As we see Brad going to work again. Look at right here. If we stick on the same call. Watch that right hand. We saw this last week, right? He's going to reach over, close that valve, then reach over, open that valve, adjusting the aerodynamics, adjusting the air, coming in that right side window. I love the commitment by the driver. Every tool available he's using. Dave, how about Denny Hamlin, that 11 car, currently in the 6th position?
And you mentioned needing to come to pit road one more time, Steve. Sometimes situations make that stop sooner rather than later.
I think Blaney and Chase are going to be in good shape going to Martinsville. Certainly if they stay where they are now. Hopefully this race stays how it's been, and Chase keeps his gap, and Hamlin maintains his. That's actually the final 4 I predicted. My final 4 predictions are Larson, Elliott, Hamlin, and Blaney, and that's what it is as they run right now. And looking at the points gap, it's probably going to be that, unless something insane happened at Martinsville.
Negatives, of course, you're getting off what you planned on for a strategy, but losing an engine would be a silly mistake right here with 31 above the cut line. I know he's good at Martinsville, but why depend on him? Why not put those points in the bank right now? So I think we might see Denny Hamlin. Then the question, Rick, is if Denny Hamlin comes early, who then, we know he's running hot, but who else goes?
Pit window should open in about 5 laps or so.
The complexion of the race, because I believe Logano will do what he did the first time. He's going to run very, very long, looking at that.
Chase and Larson are reeling in Harvick slowly. Larson's looking to just get by Chase, though. I can tell by the line he's running. Boy, these mile-and-a-half races are boring as fuck. I'm so glad we had 2 in a row to bore me to tears before my vacation.
We talked about how tires we don't think would make much difference, but this is the worst that Larson's been all day. You have to wonder if those tires are the reason why.
His pace is pretty good, being able to hang on to this 9 car, maybe a little quicker than 9 car at this particular point, but when he needed the grip on restarts in 3 wide, 2 wide, 4 wide situations, we saw back that car sliding around quite a bit. He didn't have the lateral grip that those sticker tires had, and it cost him a few spots initially. Now he seems to be evened out with the leaders in pace.
You mentioned pace. One car that's really caught my eye, Martin Truex Jr. in the 8th position. Much like Brad Keselowski, it's been an eventful day.
Yeah, like I said earlier, Logano, Truex, and Blaney suddenly creep back into the top 10. Final pit stops are coming. Stay awake.
But you expect that back in traffic. And I bring him up because that must-win really makes him more dangerous. Because much like we saw with Logano, Truex then could do something crazy. Not come to pit road for a long time, keep a lot of guys trapped 1 lap down. Now listen, that strategy works because he wants a yellow. That's the gamble he may pull off. Because running the other option, Rick, is you pit with the leaders and you hope you get a late yellow that you can win it on a restart. James Paul on the bottom right-hand side of your screen, crew chief for Martin Truex Jr. We'll see what he comes up with. James, fascinating fellow, right? To sit down and talk to him about how he sees the races, he just he has a different view of it all, and I think that helps this 19 car sometimes do different things.
Trying to get around this 12 car of Ryan Blaney for 7th place. Dives down at the bottom of 3 and 4. He's clear of Ryan right here. Going to come up the racetrack in front of the 12. 12's going to have a little run.
Truex in 7th now in front of Blaney.
The pace this week from the Penske cars as we saw last week. Last week, they kind of surprised us. I think that, Brad told us this week he kind of surprised himself how much pace they had. They haven't shown it this week. I know Brad's been in trouble at damage, but Blaney's not had it. Logano's not had it. But Harvick has, so that Ford has run well.
Running up inside
A couple hours of watching this standard definition shit has really taken its toll on my eyes. I can't wait for this race to be over. Tell Larson he's going to pit next time. We're under 60 to go. We're at 59 to go here. Ooh, wow, Larson fenced it a little bit. Yeah, he fenced it.
Pretty good contact. Judging by what we've seen all day long with damage to these cars, I would absolutely have that 5 car on pit road. Or be ready for that 5 car to be coming to pit road very soon. Marty, what you got?
Cliff Daniels has said if you see any smoke, let me know. But Larson saying now the car too tight, late exit. That was a problem when he got into the wall. But right now, no call to bring him to pit road and no concern from Kyle Larson either. Although I have heard several drivers mention
Fat Joey.
Tires on the backstretch. I've heard 3 or 4 drivers mention that it's in the middle of the track.
I am not fat. I used to be. Kinda.
debris on the back straightaway somewhere. The drivers are all seeing.
They spotted debris on the backstretch, so Larson didn't pit that time.
On this 51 car, Florida Motorsports, a couple of those pieces.
And NASCAR, yeah, that's. You could throw a yellow for that. They have thrown yellow for less. I wonder if they. Well, hell, earlier this year they threw a caution for a tire sitting 50 yards away from the racetrack. So why don't you throw a caution for that shit on the backstretch right now?
And everybody inside their pit window now, they decide to come and go NASCAR nonstop.
I'm surprised you remember what a Joey Logano win is like. It's been a while. It's been a good while since Joey Logano won anything. Other than his Mickey Mouse Bristol Dirt win. And he only won that race because Larson and Bell got crashed out early. And because Denny Hamlin pushed out, but that's what Denny Hamlin does. That was so funny, though. I'm still not over that day. I'm going to wreck his ass. I'm going to get him. You tell the 22, be ready. And then he just didn't do it. Oh, Dennis. Grow some balls. You're going to need to win this championship from Larson and Elliott if it goes the way it's going. Guys are hesitant to pit because of that debris on the backstretch. It's always like NASCAR's dangling that shit in front of them. Like, go ahead, pit. Go ahead and pit. And NASCAR will wait till somebody they don't like pits and be like, oh, caution! You know. But we stay green. Keselowski's saying fuck it and coming to pit road. NASCAR will let it cycle through and then get a few laps after everybody pitted and then throw another caution to bunch them up for a fucked up finish at the end, just like they did here in the spring. So NASCAR's keeping that ace in their back pocket, that shit on the backstretch. Bristol Dirt was a shit show, and it's a shit show that I will see in person next year. It's going to be weird. Yep, NASCAR's saving that debris for later when this race gets boring. Because they don't want a non-playoff guy to win. They've made that clear in the past. They'll do anything they can within reason to keep a non-playoff guy from winning. They want somebody like Truex or Logano or fucking... Who the fuck else is left? I don't even fucking know. Or Keselowski or somehow to pull off some bullshit, so they'll wait. I've seen this before. But make no mistake.
Is TV's #1 news show. Keep you on the edge of your seat. Don't miss an all-new La Brea Tuesday on NBC. NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Kansas. The Hollywood Casino 400 with under 51 laps to go now, Marty.
A moment ago, Brad Keselowski came to pit road. He was sitting in the free pass position, but the temperature on the two car, just like we
50 to go. Next time by. There it is. And we got a caution. What did I tell you? Oh, no. Ryan Newman spun out. It's a legit caution. Well, all right. That just fucked Keselowski's whole day over. Yeah, I need a Chevy to win, but I specifically would like the 9 to win. But we got a caution now. Keselowski just like threw his hands up like, oh, fuck. Ron Newman's good for that shit now. He's good for those kinds of cautions.
Let's see what happened to Newman on the back straightaway. Ooh.
Damn.
Got loose back there in the middle of the corner.
I love that paint scheme on Newman's car. It's kind of cool.
Slides are down the back straightaway. Did a good job keeping it off the fence.
Newman, another driver, doesn't know what his future will be.
After these pit stops, I'm going to run and take a piss before this race gets out of hand. Yeah, Robert, that's what I'm saying. Everybody under the cut line has won Martinsville. Except Logano. But he's really... Oh, wait, Logano did win. My bad. I forgot when he won. It was very dramatic. Logano, all those guys are very good at Martinsville. And then above the cut line, Chase and Hamlin are really good at Martinsville. Blaney as well. Blaney is the best driver to not win at Martinsville yet, in my opinion.
You may have heard that radio transmission a moment ago, Steve, where Brad Keselowski said, hey, it wouldn't have mattered. We could not have let
It's a good call on the 5 guys for staying out there. Saved their fucking race.
They also had to pull a piece of tape off the grill, but Brad acknowledged, hey, I would have loved to have stayed out, caught that caution, but the engine wouldn't have lived that much longer at plus 20.
Unfortunately, that's a lesson I have made. When my driver gave me a lot of information. Jeff Gordon at Sonoma one time, we had some damage, and I just didn't want to believe it. And facts are facts. And when the engine expires, your day's over. So Brad Keselowski, I know he wants to stay on the racetrack, but if it's too warm, it's too warm. And you just never know what's going to happen in these last 49 laps. What we do know, though, is pit road is getting ready to be very...
There we go. Pit road's open. It's the money shot. I'm not pitting the rest of the day. And if I do, I'm taking 2 tires next time.
4 tires this time instead of 2, and Philip Full-Sunoco fuel, Marty.
William Byron very happy with his race car, just a little bit free. It seems to get a little bit free on the end of every one. Meanwhile, end of every run. Larson, no problems ever with that right rear, and he still has
Good pit stop for Chase's guys.
as well. Larson saying the car just got a little bit too tight on exit towards the end of that run. The 5 crew gave him the lead the last time they were on pit road. Let's see if they can deliver it again.
Willie B's going to hold the lead. Willie B, Kurt Busch, Harvick, Chase Elliott, Truex. And then Larson fell back to 6th. He just lost 1 spot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back. If I don't knock my whole table over. Get out of here. Okay, so far so good. My stream hasn't cut off again yet. It's only got to make it like 45 more laps or so, whatever it's going to be when they restart here. Been sitting in that damn chair too long. I can feel it in my knees. Thursday, I get on a plane for the first time in 2 years. Almost exactly 2 years.
The Cup Series playoff standings.
As they run, Chase Elliott plus 32, Denny plus 30, Blaney plus 26. Larson obviously locked in.
Look at the point standings right now.
Right, Truex sitting there inside the top 5 could upset this completely if he can get up there and win this race.
All right, how did we get here? With 46 laps to go, let's give you a recap.
DFS, hello.
Starts lap 21. Kyle Busch, the 18 car, into the fence. Damage to the right side of this car. Flat tires. It's been a long day for Kyle Busch.
Brad Keselowski safety. Gets to the wall right here. Truex right behind him also got to the wall. Both of them contact. Both of them cut tires.
Another cut tire here for Blaney on the 12 car. The 18 car losing control in turn 2, makes contact with the wall. Again, contact 3 and 4. Big problem to bring them down pit road.
Yeah, Kyle Larson, if the drinking word was contact with the wall, I'm not sure you're still with us because 5 as well. Contact with the wall, damage on the right side.
Ah, we're coming to the
He was able
green.
Get to pit road under normal conditions and repair the 5, and he'll
Wonder if this will
restart.
turn out cleaner than the spring race here.
Been a remarkable day for the 19. Mark Truex Jr. 2 laps down. At one point they ride 4th, but they're actually 4 points lower than they were at the start of this race. Below the
Who is the best driver to never win a Dick Trickle?
This day is to win.
That seems to be the popular answer, is Dick Trickle. Never won a cup race.
Make some clean air on their own.
The car you do not see up front, William Byron had the lead, had to make a second stop.
Spoiler alert, it's not Matt DiBenedetto.
He will restart 14th. They told him on the radio. They said, listen, we have the fastest car here. Let's go show them.
And what will Kevin
All right.
do starting up here on the front
Kurt
row?
Busch, Kevin Harvick, Truex, and Elliott. I like that outside line with Kurt Busch and Elliott. Hopefully it works out. Truex didn't really get Harvick a great push. That outside line's really well formed up. Kurt Busch is already clear of Harvick. He could take the bottom if he wants it. Chase is going to... Oh, Chase. 3 wide with Harvick and Kurt Busch. Big push coming from Larson to Elliott here. Hell yeah. Let's go. Chase Elliott out front. Harvick, Kurt Busch, and Larson 3 wide. Now Hamlin's involved with it. Elliott's got the lead. 3 wide per second now. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
To the outside of the 11 car. But Jay Hamlin in the middle.
Beautiful. Harvick still stuck 3 wide per second with Kurt Busch and Kyle Larson.
Winless in 2021.
Watching that 9 car just... Oh, we got a fucking problem here. Somebody just put Blaney in the wall. Austin Dillon, Ryan Blaney. God damn it, we'd gotten away with the lead and everything, you fuckers.
Now, stuck against the wall, the caution
Well, that certainly complicates the point situation from 4th on back.
drivers all now in trouble.
That's going to bring Kyle Busch back into the conversation on points and put Blaney at risk.
It's right here. Austin Dillon on the bottom. Ryan Blaney on the top.
Austin Dillon got loose, overcorrected, and hit Blaney. So that's 2 Kansas races this year where Blaney just got completely killed at no fault of his own. Best driver to not win a championship, Denny Hamlin. Mark Martin, definitely close or tied for best on that category, but I'd say Denny Hamlin now.
The conversation all week has been playoff and non-playoff drivers and how they race each other. Now this, I don't think falls under that at all. This is Austin Dillon in the restart. I know one's a playoff driver, one isn't. But this wasn't nice and controlled passing first situation. This was Austin Dillon trying not to back his car into the wall.
Chase Elliott had gotten away with the lead, so of course now we got to deal with another fucking restart.
That's a NASCAR signature, right? It's not that teams are eliminated, you don't show up anymore. So that's the challenge.
Hey, but if Chase wins, I get the bet money on him, and then I get the Chevy bet money.
That's what the topic of conversation has been. This is such a gut punch for Ryan Blaney and this team, who really had a flawless playoffs to this point. Really just a problem at Darlington with the brakes. That's the only issue they've had this entire playoff run. Now they sit here in the middle of the round of 8 trying to diagnose whether or not they can finish this race at Kansas. Even they
Hut Strickland. Now that's a name I've not heard since I played NASCAR in '98.
on the right front and the right rear. Now keep in mind how good Ryan Blaney is.
NASCAR's like, yes, late cautions. Make this package look good. NASCAR's so happy right now.
They know they can go there and run well, but
The sun's come back out, by the way.
going the way Ryan Blaney and his team planned.
Damage to the right front is terminal with suspension broken, upper A-arms, and so forth. You see the camber in the right front tire.
Yeah, it definitely seems to be a serious issue. The tire won't even come out of the fender enough to change it.
So many of the
Yeah, Blaney, that looks like a DNF for Blaney. You can't change that right front. It's not going to move. I think Blaney's out for the day.
You know, it's
DNF.
18 and Blaney still scored 17. He's going to lose easily another, call it 20 points. So, you know, assuming Kyle Busch can finish where he is, you know, this is going to be, he's going to be tied with Kyle Busch or right around there for the cut line. And let's remind ourselves, this 12 car scored 0 stage points.
And they're done.
Yep, Blaney to the garage.
Fix the right front. So Junior, good call on that. They cannot get this car fixed for Ryan Blaney, who'll be in the garage for the rest of this race.
So, Junior, you and I had this conversation earlier, and I think this is what I want to talk about.
Implications.
Days are not just where you finish anymore. A win is obviously a great day, but you can run second in the race, miss both stages, and end up with the 8th, 9th, 10th most points for the day. When you are points racing, stages are vital. You just have to get those points at the end of stage 1, the end of stage 2, because Blaney, even with his accident, would have had more of a cushion. Crushing blow.
Yeah, definitely a big hit for the 12 team, a big hit for the Penske organization. The 2 of Keselowski currently 7th in the standings. 8th is the 22 of Logano.
Yeah, Hamlin, Elliott, just take care of your shit.
For those
Now, Logano and Truex, go for broke. Larson, fuck it, go for broke. But Elliott and Hamlin just need to walk on eggshells. Elliott's got the lead, so he's in a pretty good situation right now. Hopefully clean air is enough to win this race. Hopefully he looks just like when Logano won here last year, and everybody was pissed off, including me. Hopefully that's what the end of this race looks like, with Elliott as the leader.
Hopefully the fast checkouts look good up here. You know, get up next to the wall. I think we could be in the lead lap. We could just get a little bit of luck here and get one of these lucky dogs. You know, maybe get up there in the top 15, top 10. But we've been good. You know, been a lot to adjust to. These restarts, that's where I've really struggled. Is how crazy these restarts and where the momentum is and all that sort of thing. But do my best, and hopefully we can get another shot here on the lead lap soon.
Well, speaking of how crazy those restarts are, we just had a restart and a non-playoff driver and a playoff driver make contact. It ends the day for playoff driver Ryan Blaney. You're out there on the racetrack. I mean, how do you handle having to race as well as you can today and do the job you're trying to do, but also try to take care of those guys if possible?
Yeah, I mean, I've been up there restarting with them. I was pushing Trick to a point and, you know, around some of the other playoff drivers. And, yeah, I think the thing is, you think about it, you do it, and then you just do your job, right? And you got to just race. Because if you try to let all that stuff seep in, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to do things that you didn't really intend to do. So it is difficult, but, you know, that's part of what makes this unique, right? We get to race against those guys, go for a championship while we're racing for something for ourselves. So it's an interesting situation.
I'll miss you guys next Sunday. I'll miss the race next Sunday, but I'll be happy where I'm at.
You can hear the spotter as they get to the juice. And he didn't listen. That's the part right now.
That was my fault, probably.
He was probably listening to you.
I was definitely going to blame your booth for that over there, for
I'm trying
sure.
to interview the guy while he's trying to race in a professional.
Oh boy, we got a dramatic one coming here.
Well, all right, so at least he didn't have a penalty.
Kyle Busch is like, what are you doing?
Are they talking to you on the radio? That's what Kyle was wondering. What are y'all? It's impressive. He mentions the restarts. I mean, I can't imagine. We see how crazy they are, and he sees them as well from pit road. He does a great job pit reporting down there, but it is got to be totally different in the car as we see Blaney behind the wall.
So you see Blaney.
Ryan Blaney angrily goes behind the wall.
What I'm wondering is, what is the information being given to Truex right now? Right, so Truex, we believed a little while ago, was in a must-win situation, but now you can see how the points have changed with the problem.
Yeah, suddenly Kyle Busch and Martin Truex are no longer must-win. They can gain points here and at Martinsville. It's down to less than 12 points.
How aggressive will he be in these next 40 laps?
Oh boy, 39 to go, and Chase Elliott picked the bottom lane to get a push from Kevin Harvick. Harvick's going to sandbag him here. You know that, right? I find it so weird that Elliott picked the bottom line. That is so funny. And Harvick takes him 3 wide. Well, you knew that was coming. You knew Harvick wasn't going to stay behind him. So Chase gave, I don't understand that lane choice. That was terrible. If they told Chase to pick the bottom, they just lost him the fucking race. I could have told you that was going to happen. I told you that was going to happen. Chase is 4 wide in the middle, hanging on to 5th place right now. Chase is getting no fucking help. Every car around him has a car behind them, and he's 4 wide in the fucking middle. Why'd you pick the bottom? What'd you think was going to happen there, you fucking morons? Like, really? Kurt Busch did well on the top last time. Why did you pick the bottom? Fucking idiots, man. Well, Kyle Larson's going to win again, but that's okay. But if they told Chase to pick the bottom, it's their fault for telling him. That was foolish.
the side of Harvick's. Made Harvick lose.
And Hamlin goes 3 wide between Harvick and Kurt Busch. Suddenly, Denny Hamlin's come to life here.
Denny Hamlin fighting through the middle of the Harvick. The 2 on his out and the 1 on his outside.
That literally went exactly how I thought it would when I saw that Chase had lined up in front of Harvick. Hamlin got loose.
Gets by the 2 of them.
Power move by the 4-car of Kevin Harvick to go around both those
Oh,
guys.
good win, Larson.
And Chris Gabehart to crew chief on 11. He is nervous right now.
How do you pick that line in front of Harvick? How?
Needs a clean finish in this race.
Truex, jump out of line and push Elliott. You both could have passed Logano and Hamlin there, you fucking idiots. Ooh, Denny. Thought Denny was going to do what he did in the spring race here. That's what it looked like he was about to do. Elliott's car's come back to him now. We know he's fast, but he's not going to get the lead back from there, I can tell you that. He's going to clear Hamlin, though. Clear up.
Not work out very well for Truex. You see him at the back of the picture right there. He lost 1 spot, but I know where he restarted. He was hoping to be on a game spots.
William Byron staying strong on the racetrack as he tucks in behind the 22.
Battle here. Even with all the issues in the 20.
We got a 3-car battle for the lead here. Larson, Harvick, Kurt Busch. Larson's car has not been as strong as it was early in the race these last couple of runs. Chase Elliott's only hope is for a 3-car clusterfuck here. Larson's giving Harvick the top. I don't know about that.
So Harvick went to the top. Harvick's going to get a big run down this front straightaway.
Wow, this race literally went from the best to just the worst case scenario. Larson move up. Is Kurt Busch going to gang up on Larson here with Harvick? Do you think that'd be Kurt Busch's best bet? Because he knows how fucking good the 5 is.
Takes the high line. Larson drifts up in front of him.
Dirty air. Dirty air. I don't know what Larson's doing. You need to move up. Harvick's getting bigger and bigger runs every lap off of 2. Every lap off of 2, Harvick's getting a little closer. And Larson's just giving him the fucking top. I don't know what they're thinking here. Kind of like Chase Elliott with his lane choice there. Harvick, big run down the front here. Take the line away, Larson. There you go. Now Harvick goes to the bottom. Ooh, Harvick's got him. Oh, well, I thought he had him. He got just tight enough, and Larson got loose, but Harvick got just tight enough for Larson to hang on. Harvick is in the exact same fucking situation he was last year. This is literally a repeat.
Harvick drafting right behind the 5, trying to close the gap once again.
It's the same goddamn situation.
And behind him, the 1 of Kurt Busch.
Chase Elliott ripping the top has run these guys down too. He's right with Kurt Busch. Boy, you know it's an intense race when I stop talking and just start watching what they're doing. Dirty air, dirty air, dirty air. Harvick is going to have to make the pass on the bottom. Larson ain't going to get beat on the top. Larson gives him the fucking top in 1 and 2. I don't like that. Larson's car pushes up off the corner. Harvick's going to have a run down the back here, but not close enough to make a move just yet. Run the top, Larson. Run the top. Run the top. Harvick had a nice turn 3 there, but... Oh, this sucks. I'm stressed out. Now Larson runs the top. Look how fucking tight Harvick's car got in 1 and 2 when Larson took his line away. Do that more. You could hear Harvick have to go and like feather the throttle. He didn't have to jump out of it or anything, but he had to feather it. Now Harvick runs middle. Larson runs the wall in 3 and 4. Larson comes down to cover. And now Harvick lost ground again that corner. And he's falling back into Kurt Busch's grasp now. Here comes Kurt Busch. If Kurt Busch gets beside Harvick, it's over. I wonder if Kurt will be patient and just try to get Harvick to the 5 and then try to make a move. Chase Elliott is running the fastest laps on the track right now. You can tell how fucking fast Chase Elliott is right now. Chase is coming. He might have a shot at this. He might be the one car that can match Larson or be faster enough to get by him. Kurt Busch to the inside of Harvick. Here's Chase's chance to jump on them and get to second. Yep, this is a good opportunity for Chase. He's not quite close enough yet, but that's good for Larson and good for Elliott. Chase goes to the middle on him. Gets some clean air on the nose. And Kurt's going to have to come up and block Chase to stay in front of Harvick. He was plenty clear of Chase. It wasn't a bad block. But Larson's getting away now. Harvick is in the same damn situation he was last year. That essentially cost him a championship last year. Now that Elliott's caught these guys, I bet his lap times have hit a fucking wall. He's ripping out. Reddick's slow. He said the 8 of Truex. It's Tyler Reddick. Left rear flat on the 8. It's another left rear flat. He made it to pit road.
I thought at the beginning of this race it was a must-win situation. I was wrong. Look at this. Only 2 points.
Chase Elliott ripping the top here. Can't get close enough to make a move on Kurt. Larson's got this in the bag, I think.
And out of his race car now is Ryan Blaney. Dillon's with him.
We got a Blaney interview. And all 4 of these guys up front are ripping the top right now.
To get kind of cleaned out there by something out of your control and have that upset your playoffs, how much more does that make it hurt?
Yeah, just getting run into from 2 lanes below me, so I have no idea. Obviously it hurts.
Kurt Busch back to Harvick now. Chase is still right there too. Larson hasn't totally drove off and left these guys, but he's got a comfortable lead.
Top 10 and just getting wiped out when you got plenty of room sucks. So that's very unfortunate.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, great Blaney interview. Good question there, Regan Smith.
Will actually help Keselowski. He's now only 7 points back.
Or whoever that was. I don't know who that was. I didn't even see who was interviewing him.
Was perhaps available. Brad's done a nice job of trying to make something out of this day that's been up and down. So all contact continues to fight.
Larson's been consistently 6/10 ahead, so it's going to take a lap car catastrophe to get Harvick back to him. And Harvick's got a mirror full of Kurt Busch and Chase Elliott.
Is Kurt Busch in the 1. And we mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show that this will be the end of Chip Ganassi racing on the NASCAR side. And what a history.
Look at this fucking run off the top Chase got here on the front stretch. Chase is going to have a chance to get to 3rd here. I don't know. Chase clears Kurt Busch for 3rd. Stay with him, Kurt. Push, push, push. That's the only way you're going to get to Harvick.
And Rick, one of the Team Ganassi wins was by the driver of the 1 car, Kurt Busch, last year at his home track at Las Vegas. And after the win, he made a really nice gesture. He sent his racing gloves to a young lady named Madeline Holmes. Madeline was struggling with cancer.
Harvick has gained a couple of tenths back on Larson. It went from 6/10 to 4. We're at 20 to go. Elliott is fast enough to get to Harvick and give him problems, so I wouldn't worry too much about Harvick. Because Chase is ripping it out there right now. Thought he was fucked after that god-awful restart, but he's bounced back nicely. He's still got 19 laps to maybe get lucky here. And Harvick is the meat in the Hendrick sandwich once again with 19 to go.
Heroes that are riding along with so many of the drivers today, thanks to Martin Truex Jr. Foundation as well as the NASCAR Foundation. Those folks riding.
And if I'm Chase, yes, I'm going to use Harvick up as much as possible.
These drivers trying to make them very proud. Those that have been a part of this program. As we see Kurt Busch, he's falling back to the 4th position.
This racing is just tense enough to keep it interesting. 18 to go.
And Chase Elliott now 1 second behind. Kyle Larson with just 18 laps to go here at Kansas.
There were 18 laps left. We were looking at the points. Keselowski -6.
Kyle Busch +1 above the cut line. Blaney's -1 now. That Blaney crash made the points interesting again, for fourth anyway. Elliott and Hamlin have pretty good gaps.
Pick up 4, 5, 6 spots by being the first car lap down and getting that pass. That could be a championship-moving break if he gets it, Marty.
Jeff, you've ever been in this freeze pass spot and hoping you would get a caution? You see debris everywhere, don't you? The spotter, the crew chief, the driver, they're seeing debris.
I don't know if I want a caution or not. I really don't know. I can't make up my mind if I want a caution or not. Robert, you want to play it safe. You don't want another yet because you don't think Hamlin probably doesn't have much of a shot to win anyway. But as an Elliott guy, I don't know. I don't know if I want another caution or to play it safe. I really don't know. Chase is starting to run down Harvick.
The 16th position driver, which is Michael McDowell.
Larson's just steady, consistent. Larson should have won the spring race here. This would be nice redemption for him.
Something that Kevin said the last time down pit road that he was fighting was just balance when he got up behind the rear bumper of cars. So they tried to set him up to have that be a little bit less of an issue later in the run. They set him up specifically to have a little bit better balance and handling in the race car at the end of the race. So as we get to 15 to go here and Harvick is able to get back to the 5, we'll see if those adjustments work, Dave.
Elliott and Harvick are both coming. Harvick, really Harvick's not moving. He's stalled out. But Chase is coming slowly but surely. Not fast enough to get to Larson, but fast enough to give Harvick fits and hand the race to Larson. Oh, yeah. God, look how Chase is ripping the top off of 4. My God. That's where he passed Kurt Busch at. These big runs he's able to get off of 4. It's like Harvick was running half a lane off the wall and Elliott was running the wall. If Chase can repeat turn 4 again. Ooh, Harvick had to get out of the gas. Harvick had to get out of the gas. Chase to his inside. You could hear it on the onboard camera. Elliott clears Harvick into second, and he's coming. That Harvick jumped out of the gas so much it actually slowed Chase up enough to help Larson hold on to this win, I think. And add another point to Chase. He goes from 33 to 34 to the good. All the points we can get. Maybe Larson's luck will strike and Elliott will get this win and win me money. I don't think he's going to be able to make up a second half unless Larson makes a mistake.
He told me if we relax for 2 weeks and then try to ramp it back up for Phoenix and go run for a title, that's just not going to work. So they may not win the race today. Their teammate Chase Elliott might wind up winning this race.
Nah, Larson's got this one. Chase ain't going to make up that gap in 12 laps. It would take a caution, and I don't want to take a chance on that. I've decided I don't want a caution. I don't want to take a chance on a caution. We'll take all the stage points and a second place finish.
Congratulations, drawn to Phoenix. You know, what does that mean? Was that he kind of stopped? He goes, well, I mean, we're still going to try to go win Kansas and Martinsville.
Is Ryan Newman going to Ryan Newman this deal here? No, he's going to give Larson the top.
Larson, I think, at this point, needs to stay in form. This is a guy, anything he gets in, he expects to go contend for a win. From a cup car, up big right there from where the 9 is behind him. You know, from a sprint car to a cup car, it doesn't matter.
Felt like Chase had the better car, just the restart shit the bed. That was a bad situation on the restart.
And now just 10 laps to go. Kyle Larson with a 1.3 second lead. And that time, the gap between the two.
Chase picked up 2 or 3 tenths that lap.
So he needs more time where he's got to turn faster laps. If Chase Elliott
He did. Chase picked up a little more of that lap than he was the previous laps, but still not enough.
Really good position point-wise. And we've seen how delicate and sensitive the cars are to contact. And trying a little bit too hard, getting in that dirty air of the 5 cars, he gets closer because the 5 is running from where the 9's running, right against the wall. And he's going to lose downforce and grip as he gets closer to that 5. If he pushes hard and makes contact with that wall and takes himself to pit road for a flat tire, it's going to cost him.
9 laps to go. My stream is still going.
Pulling out of this racetrack.
A win guarantees you.
I guarantee if I started the race streaming on my actual internet, it wouldn't have worked worth a shit. So.
Second Kyle Larson 4 times this year. He's done with that. He wants to beat Kyle Larson.
Kyle Larson's looking for his 9th win.
Chase has it just under a second.
As once again, Chase Elliott.
Elliott, the fastest car, substantially faster that lap than Larson.
More than a tenth of a second. So it's under a second. The gap
It's just
between
not
the two.
enough time.
It's going to get harder.
It's going to be annoying. It's going to be that annoying fucking finish that we all hate, just like last year.
That's going to take air off the
At best, that's what it's going to be.
harder as he gets closer.
That's when I think that it's so easy to make a mistake. You get in a rhythm running the fence of how you use the throttle, how hard you can let the car roll into the corner. Well, all it has to be adjusted when you get in there.
3 tenths faster that lap.
3/10 quicker that lap. We got 7 to go, and he's 7/10 back. If he could repeat that just 2 more times, he'll be right there.
The opposite. He has enough faith in him.
Oh, Chase kinda got a little high there.
Contact with the wall.
I don't think he touched the wall, but he got damn close.
Bends his car, gets a flat tire.
Fuck it.
Vicious 5 car. The guy who runs the fence.
If you win the race, you're locked in. You've got to go for it.
I just don't think that he'll be
Get
able
to him on the top. If he can get that run off of 4,
Good job there.
That's just darn it.
like the way he passed Kurt Busch and the way he was going to pass Harvick until Harvick made the mistake off of 2.
5 laps to go. The gap
Did Chase scare Harvick again? Is that how he made the pass on Harvick? Because Harvick totally shit himself. That time Chase hit the wall. Little brush. All right, just bring it home.
That's what I'm afraid of. And
Bring it home. We're coming to 5 to go.
next race.
He gave up 3/10 there. You're not going to win the race now. Just bring it home.
Create an issue and have a right rear flat, come to pit road and give up 20, 30 points right here at the very end of this race with the 4 or 5 laps to go.
He was faster, but yeah, that's why he was faster. That hurt the speed a lot. So just take it easy. Just give it up. Bring it home. Concede that Kyle Larson's going to win this race, and you're going to finish second as long as that tire holds up. Oh, God, he hit the wall again. Chase, stop it. Chase, stop it. You're not going to get him from a second back.
Although Larson's in a lot of traffic.
You had it down to 6/10. You're not going to get it from a second back.
a lot of traffic here.
Good God, that lap traffic just cut Kyle Larson's balls. It's a damn shame Chase bounced off the wall twice. 4 to go.
Lots of damage to that right side as Chase goes right under the booth here,
And has killed the speed on that car. Or
which is fine. You just got to hope that we don't have a cut tire or anything happen to this car to create problems and not allow him to get this second place finish.
yeah, it's either slowed the car down or Chase slowed himself down. Recognizing the situation, trying to make something happen.
God, he's still ripping the fucking top, though.
We saw so many times today as he closed
God, he caught that lap car in a hurry. 3 to go.
traffic here. And so many times today, a right rear or a right front cut because
This is pretty fucking tense. Hoping Chase's right rear makes it these next 3 laps. I went from go get him to, all right, woe it down.
You know that the crew chief's stomach is in knots right now watching this 9 car make these final few turns.
Coming to 2 to go.
Well, you've talked me
He
about
hasn't
your-
said anything on the radio yet.
I was feeling pretty good about it.
I just know how.
Dude, there's nothing illegal in that 5 car. Kyle Larson is the best race car driver in the world, and Hendrick's built fast race cars. I'm not surprised at these results. Kyle Larson is the best race car driver in North America, at least. I'm not surprised at these results. And Elliott was faster than Larson, but he ran out of time and pushed too hard and bounced off the wall. So here we are.
I'll put him in pretty good company here in perspective. The last driver, this is going to be, by the way, 3 in a row if he's able to finish this off as we have 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. If he's able to finish this off, the last driver to win 3 straight races twice in a season was Dale Sr. back in 1987. Pretty good company to join there.
Kyle Larson
That's the best company.
on the last lap, down the back. Chase is still running 3 seconds back.
Season, Kyle Larson has put
You can't name me a better race car driver than Kyle Larson. You cannot name a better driver than Kyle Larson in the world. I don't care who it is. And he just won again. Larson.
Kansas.
And, of course, my pick finishes second. Pretty standard. Pretty standard that my pick finishes second, as always.
Ricky Hendrick paint scheme. One here in the Truck Series Ricky did back in 2001. Kyle Larson.
You know that game, Jimmy Johnson, anything with an engine? Kyle Larson can win it with anything in an engine. Yeah, we'll never really know, but goddamn, just Larson, the things he does. 9 wins, and unlike choker-ass Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson won 9 races and made the Final 4. Harvick choked again today. Saw that 9 car in his rearview mirror and went, and let off the gas. Sucks to suck, I guess. Larson wins again. And my pick finished second, of course. But Chase is in really good shape on points.
All too familiar, this sight. The 5 of Kyle Larson parking it on the start-finish line.
I won't be home for Martinsville, so I probably won't find out until like Tuesday morning what happened. Or is it Wednesday when I get it? Wednesday morning. God, I'm not going to know about the race until like 3 days after. Unless I catch a glimpse of like a Sports Center highlight or something while I'm on the boat.
I like to start in the back because I like to pass people. Well, he has passed so many people this year and been to victory lane so many times. Kyle Larson, he's got it figured out.
9 wins, 4 in the playoffs, including 3 in a row. We're running out of superlatives for this young man. What a season for Kyle Larson.
Larson winning, I have grown numb. I have become numb to it. I'm very happy to see it, but it's always like I'm numb to it now.
I want to ask you about the specifics of the race, but I want to ask you about the significance of winning this 17 years to the day after a tragedy in the NASCAR community and especially for Hendrick Motorsports.
Yeah, I want to dedicate this win to Rick and Linda. I didn't get to ever meet Ricky or the other men.
Thank you for the $10, Michael. Thank you very much.
The importance of this race, no doubt.
I'll take it.
Crazy kind of how it all worked out there for me to win.
Should have won more, but came up one spot short as always.
And after getting in the wall, so again, thank you to Rick, Hendrick. I know this means a lot to you, and I'm glad I could get it done. So cool to get another win. I don't really know how that happened, but our HendrickCars.com Chevy was really fast. I thought we were like a 3rd place car maybe. William was really good, so hate to see the unfortunate luck there again for that team. They've been really, really strong. So glad we could capitalize and get another win, and hopefully we can go to Martinsville and get a clock.
So you had the damage on the left rear, you had damage on the right rear, you had a little bit of damage everywhere, and you were mad at yourself for a restart midway through the race. Was it that determination that I'm not going to let that happen again that got you the win today?
Well,
Dirty air didn't hurt.
Not really. I kind of forgot about that early. I felt like I did a okay job trying to hold those guys off as long as I could on the older tires, but yeah, and then I just got a little too impatient. The race was kind of closing down at the end, and got loose off of 2, got in the wall, and thought for sure my chances of winning were done. But had a couple good restarts that worked out for me. The 4 got to the 9s inside at the flag stand and kind of choked that lane up and got me clear to the lead, and had to do some blocking there, and Chase was really fast at the end, so glad I didn't have to fight.
You won $150 today.
In Ricky Hendrick's paint scheme, Kyle Larson,
And you didn't even lift a finger.
Number 9 for 2021. How about that?
And Kyle Larson will be now headed to the Roth Mortgage Victory Lane, where he'll be able to celebrate with his team and all the Hendrick team members there. What a day it has been for Kyle.
Well, mercifully, I'm going to get out of here while the getting's good, while my stream's still running. Thank you guys very much for hanging out with me and bearing with me through some pretty bizarre internet troubles, but at least my actual internet held up long enough for me to do this. I am out of here. The next time I stream will be when I get back in 2 weeks. I leave Thursday, and I don't come back till next Wednesday. So I'll be gone 6 days. Have a good one. Enjoy Martinsville. I'm sad I won't get to see it, but don't you feel too bad for me. I'm going to be in a pretty good place. So see you later. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. championship weekend, then it's all over. Good night, guys.